I'm now going to show you how to form some scroll work that comes off the back of the leader. So I'm just going to do a simple way. I find that a lot of people are unable really to form a scroll. So I'm going to go through my earlier process of showing you how the quick way of forming a scroll. I've seen other people on the videos and that taking a long time to show people how to make a scroll, the backbone of a scroll, and it takes a long time. And I say to myself, well, I've tried to simplify this over a period of time for the novices and the people that say they can't draw. And so I'm going through the process again. What I've done here is I've formed my building, shall I say. Now, I give you these little tips. It's a building now. You see, it's going to be a brick building. So we start with the ground floor. So I made it almost like a brick, which is, I've formed an oblong. Now within that oblong here, I'm going to make a door. So, but that's going to come, shall we say, 2/3 of the way around from this area. So now I'm going up to the first floor. Now I'm going to build as though this is a road going around here, and I've spoken about the road, but we need a space here because we're going to fill this in with the various leaves. So now I'm going to do here, you can take it fairly narrow if you want to put more inside work, or keep it just relatively simple. So I'll go to this again, you see. So I'm forming it as though it's a building with sharp edges. There's no curves at the moment. So now I've worked like that, you see. There's the window now. So the next one on top of that building is another oblong, again just put on top of there. That's the second story. So you're going to put all your windows and doors in, but we're not. We're going to put a scroll in. So that is slightly to the right of the one below, because this one is facing to the left. This leading scroll, we're working that to the left. It's vice versa if you're going in the other direction. So now we have just shift the second floor over to the right, leaving a gap. So now we're going up here. Now we got the third floor. But the third floor is going to the right of this again. You see here? So the gap there. But this is a smaller one because we're going up and we're tapering up like a church steeple or a building that's gradually going up. So now we put in our other rectangle or other brick. Okay. Now, if we want it to get smaller again, we're going to go to the left again here, you see. So we're leaving it here. There's the gap on the side here. Your ladder can go up there, you see. So now we got it here. Right. So now we got the structure, the building, we got the rising. Now we're going to form our scroll. So we're going to cut corners now. So we're going to cut this corner off here because we want this narrow here. So I will start with a seed there. We're going here first, and we're going to cut the corners here. And if that was the seed there, we could make this one here. We'll start here, you see, like so. That would have worked like that. So that's the seed. Now we're going up here. See here, from this part here, we will take this area across here. This is just an angle at the moment. So now we're going around here and we're going to cut the corners again because we want this here, all this here, to be the same width. So here we could cut this corner off here to form our road going around here, you see. So we've got a curve there. We don't want to hit that corner, so we take that off. So now we come around here and we're going around here, you see. We don't want to go off there. We're turning around. So you're going to cut this corner. See, we're making this as a road around here. Now we're coming back again. You've got this corner off here because we still want to have this same width here. So you're taking it here. So opposite here, that's where you may take your road there, you see. So you're getting this. And then you've got this one here. So you're going to cut this corner off because we want this road to proceed around here. So at this stage, you've virtually got a scroll. Okay, so we'll leave that at these angles. Now we go on to the secondary one. We go to up here again. So we're going to cut this corner off here. And we're going up again. We're going to cut this corner off because we've already, shall we say again, 2/3 of the way up, we've made the same movement of this. We want this road to come round here, down here, and then we want the width here again, so it's got to come in here, and it's coming in here, right? So now we've got that. We'll do the same with this one here. So now we're going to go up here, cut this corner off here, cut that corner off there, start here again, and so we're going up here, and we got the roadway coming around here, so we want that there. So we're doing the same as this. You could have done it the same way from the beginning, but we do that. Now this one has got to go to this side. So you formed this V cut here. See this here? You continue this away around here, right? So if we had already made these into our little square joint here, you've your little scroll there, right? So that's how we're going. Now we're going to do the same with this one again. We need our roadway here because we're going to fill this. We need this roadway, this width here. So we're going to nip this corner off, nip that corner off, and we've already got this. And we've already got our pathway around here. And now we've got to nip this corner off here. Okay, and so we're getting that. So we got all this movement here. Now we've got a big gap here. We're going to fill this somehow. And either it could be a big leaf or it could be another one of these. So we look at it again, and you've already got this here at the back. And we could use this again as another brick here, shall we say, put another door in there. You take this again, take that again, and you proceed to do your scroll again, like so. Okay, so now you've got everything is done angularly. It's all, I can't say angularly. It's a tongue twister, isn't it? So it's angular. So here we go. Now I'm going to start to create my scroll as a backbone. So although you put these at these angles, you don't necessarily have to follow them. You get near to what they are. So if you miscalculated the gap there and you can see that you've done it, you just lift it round here because you're going to go to this edge here and you're going to curve this, you see. So we're going to move this around like so. I've still got it in there. It's a problem when you doing things under the here. So that's what I'm doing, you see. So I'm forming this all the way around here. Okay. So now I've got this here. I've formed my backbones here. I'm a little bit tied up, but here we go. And so I could come back in here because I can see, and we've already got the structure to keep us going. So it's not always necessary to go all the way around there. You can start again because you've already got your guidelines coming here. So now we're going on to this other one here, you see. So I'm starting to, I should put my other specs on really, because being old I get the dodgy eyes. So now I'm curving this, okay? Don't get old, it's a bit nuisance, but still there's no alternative. The other alternative is a bit dodgy. Okay, here we go. I'm still carrying on, am I? Yeah, right. So I'm working my way around. I'm cycling around this, you know, I'm going out, I see the Olympics and they go whizzing around on their cycle, round in their circles, and with scroll work, you know, even skaters go round and round and round in circles and do all this spiralling. A natural thing, isn't it? So while we're doing that, we're correcting so like that. Okay, so now you've got your spirals, you see. It's fairly simple. When people try to draw it freehand, it's a little bit awkward, and I've seen the videos, and you know, some of the instructors are trying to give away, and we all make mistakes, and it is a bit awkward, as I mentioned a few times before, that you have to look at this from various angles, because it looks perfectly okay from this angle, and another it may look squashed. But because I've said it's angular, you see all the curves here? There's no flats. So we don't have any flats here. So we eliminated the flats by doing circles like this, you see. So all these flat angles have been eliminated. We still got the little guy up the top here. So now he's going to go here. We've already got this little area. I'm still in focus. Yeah, there was so I'm still moving this all around here. See, I'm following up to my little brick that's there, and I'm just going around here. And so if you notice now, it's gradually tapering. I just finish this off with an ordinary little one like so. Now, if you're drawing, and I've used this pencil, and it's fairly deep, because I'm showing you how it's working, and the paper is reasonable. It's not a really good paper. It's a sketching paper. You know, if you want to make a good drawing, you know, you get decent paper. Now I've got some of this, what we in England call blue tack, and I think in America it's called fun tack or such like that. And it's one of these things you can get from the stationers, and you know, just stick things up, and it's blue, and it's maybe a kid's thing really. So now what I do is I roll that over here, and it's taking off the excessive graphite that is on there, you see. So I don't necessarily, it can be used as an eraser, this stuff too. So now what I've done is, by doing it, I'm rolling it across, I'm ghosting it, but because the pencil was fairly strong, you know, it's an H, maybe 2B or something like that, okay? So it's a decent one. So now you can see, maybe, that it has taken all away that excessive stuff. Now you can go over this again and correct this again, because your pencil, and keep it sharp. See, keep a nice point to your pencil. And I notice when I have seen a few people doing their drawings and they've set them up, maybe they've used the wrong instrument, really. It's like a graver. You've got to keep it sharp. Sharp, when I say sharp, you know, not excessively sharp, because the point will break, and and it might be like a spidery type of thing. So, but you choose it, but make it so that you can use it for a fine work if you want to, for your corrections. Try not to make a stumpy type of pencil. You see, so now you're creating something, because all you need to do every now and again, if you're not there, and you just take that again and give it a rub, there's no need for erasing. You see, even these lines here that I said were my little buildings have disappeared virtually. So now I have that, and from there on, from what you're going to do, you may have another little gap here, you see. You can do it freehand, but if you still want to do your little building here, and the little block coming out, you've already got it, you see. So now you will do this, and do that, and do the same procedure of cutting corners, and that. So now you have this little guy in here. You can touch that, or you can have it open. So now you have this. So now you've got all of this here virtually correct. It's because I've been drawing here. It's not perfect, really, but it's near as damn it to what you want. And I suppose most of you, if you get to this stage, it's quite pleasing. Over the time, when you start to get your eye in and your hand in, you will see your faults and you will correct them, because that's what experience is about, you see. And we all start off as like an apprentices, like I did, with absolutely no knowledge of what I was aiming for. That's what learning is all about, you see. You just learn, and you make mistakes. Somebody comes along who's got a bit more knowledge than you, and he corrects it. And never take constructive criticism as a slight against you. Because when we talk about these things and we start to do it, it's nothing to do with personality or anything. It's only the marks you make. And so it's no slight on anybody at all. Now you can proceed. You can go do all of your various other things. It can be English scroll. I could do this because I got more of a free hand. I would do that here on another type of scroll. You see, I would do the soft type of thing. I could do this here, because the majority of the stuff that's shown, or the scrolls that are shown, have got the big leaves in, and maybe that's your choice. This is English scroll, or the traditional scrolls that you can fill in. And I'm trying to make it fairly easy. You're going around here, you see. And so you can either put another little guy in here, another little leaf, and you will leave this here. You can have it open, or you can shade. At this stage, I think you need to put a bit of background in. I'll just do this one scroll here, just to give you the motion of how it goes. Again, it's a growing plant. The seed starts here, it sprouts. So you've got number one leaf here, it will come here. So now it will go here. You can make the big leaf here. We'll make these larger leaves at the moment. You can do all types of things. So now you've got these gaps either to fill in here, or, as I mentioned a few times before, you're climbing the ladder, but you're not going directly here. You're going up first. You're going up, and then you're doing your ski jump, and then you're going to come down. So you can do your back flips and all that business that you see these people doing. So now you start here. You leave a nice area here for your stem, and whichever way. So you can stop it there, you can make a round there, it can come round the end here, you can stop that there, you see, there's a small one if you wish, and then you can do another one around here, and leave a bigger gap there if you want, and it's like that. So it's all scrolls vary so much. That's the joy. You know, it's a searching, and it's better than crossword puzzles in some ways to me, because it's challenging and it's fun. You never know what you're going to end up with normally, you know, because your hand would change. This here, you see, I might take this one right round here. Ooh, and then bring that round. That looks good, doesn't it? But there's a gap there. So I did a big skate. I tried to get away with myself. Yeah, see. But it's a big empty space. So that was there. Let's have one that's coming from underneath here. It's coming here, you see. So we do one like that. Same for that in. And then you can come back here. You can limit yourself to the background if you don't like cutting away a lot of this stuff here, because when you do leave a big gap and you are cutting away, it leaves this looking like a skeleton. You don't want that. You want it to be a bit more. It's not in the Weight Watchers. This is in, you know, you fed this plant and it's got the right leaves coming on it. It's had its dinner, so it says thank you very much, and then we start building it up, you see. That's what you do when you go to the garden centre. You don't get a straggly plant, you get something that's got a bit of body in it. You know it's going to live then. And that's what we want to do with this, you see. So we have this movement here. Now, there, because it's like that, so you don't need to put a little one in here. You can come right away around and finish up with the, some people call it the finial, or the knob, or the, there we are, that's that. So we'll just shade this a little bit in here. Okay, I'll leave you that for now, and wonder if it will work for you, and maybe I'll come back and finish this and I'll give you another few tips on the outside here and the shading. But because I mentioned this paper, and that's another problem, you may find if you don't get a decent paper, your pencils and that won't get the results you want. So get something that's reasonably good, that you feel happy with, you know, that your results can work. I could still go over this again. You see, I'll do this again. I'll be, oh, and see, it's got the ghosting, and I can come back in here again and work on it. Don't erase everything you've got. You see, a lot of these things that people erase are their thought lines. And you have to think when you're doing something, and you change your minds. But sometimes, if you erase it, you erase something that's fairly decent underneath it at the same time. So, ghost it. Just soften it down. Soften it down. And then retrace over what you've done. Again, you see, so you can darken it and you can work again, work it up. And you can work around. And all of this will come back to life again. But you've eliminated all the little twiddly bits you didn't want, you see. So, I'll leave you there. Say goodbye for now.